Golden shower. Yeah, yeah. Is you with me? What up, y'all done forgot about little old me? Y'all don't love me no more. It's all good. All my real rowdy niggas, all my real niggas ride with your boy one time.
What's going on, peeps? Julian Williams here with The Distance. Got a prediction for you guys. This is for the upcoming bout between Marco Huck and Alexander Povetkin. Bouts for the WBA regular heavyweight championship. It's going to be on February the 25th in, I believe, Germany. So what we have in this fight is we have the cruiserweight champion, Marco Huck, against the heavyweight regular champion, Alexander Povetkin. Huck is moving up to heavyweight for this fight. And from what I've heard, he could continue. He can keep his cruiserweight belt if he, even if he wins. But I'm sure that they're going to come up with that political decision of whether or not he wants to fight a cruiserweight or fight a heavyweight. And I'm sure he's going to want to fight a heavyweight because he was, I believe, like back in December, he was trying to pursue a fight with the Klitschko's. But this is the fight that he got. And I personally believe that if he does win a heavyweight belt, then he may be a protected champion, more than likely. But, on the other side, you have Alexander Povetkin, who just defeated Cedric Boswell back in December. Knocked him out in like the 8th or 9th round. Now he's going through some changes in his corner. He no longer has Teddy Atlas. But under Teddy Atlas, I've seen that, he's made little changes. He's learned a lot under Teddy Atlas. And I'm really curious of what he does, what the new trainer is going to do with him now. And I'm sure that he's going to have, a good trainer in his corner that's going to, maybe add a little more to, that may add a little more to his game. So we'll see. But going into this fight, Alexander Povetkin is going to have to fight patiently behind the jab and utilize a lot of lateral movement and look for an opening for the left hook and the right hand. Technique-wise, I think Huck is very weak as far as his technique goes. He throws a lot of arm punches and he squares up. So when you square, and he leads in with a lot of hooks, leads in with hooks. So like the thing is, when you square up, it's hard to it's hard to lead in with that jab when you square up, or lead in with a good solid jab when you square up against an opponent and you're walking forward. And sometimes Huck waits. So the thing is, that's perfect for Povetkin's style, a style where he doesn't like to be hit, to where he doesn't really want to take punishment or anything. He just wants to control everything in the fight. And he can control this fight using his jab and even some lateral movement, positioning Huck and turning him in the ring and landing his right hand or even the left hook, and also driving Huck back. I think it's just a simple objective like that in this fight against Huck, because Huck is going to be squaring up. He's going to be trying to work to the body. He's going to and he throws wide. He'll throw very wide, and sometimes he can walk into something. Because most of the time he's not really thinking about defense, or sometimes he's just waiting. So that gives Povetkin the perfect opportunity to just stand there, jab, use the right hand, left hook, and not only that, but he could probably stand straight up and just throw a myriad of straight punches throughout the fight. It's just as simple as that. He has to beat Huck to position and just and land on him and land the more solid shots. And I think he could very well win the fight just with that simple objective. On the other hand, you have Marco Huck. Marco Huck in this fight has to come in and he has to outwork Povetkin. He has to kind of find his way to land on him. He can't really wait in this fight. And he can't just look for an opening in this fight. He just has to go for it. He has to come in. It's one of those things to where he just has to go for broke in this fight. It's just all about. In this fight, it's just all about outworking Povetkin, taking his reach away, because against a jabber, you definitely want to take the reach away from a jabber. And because, with a jabber, you'll never know what's going to come behind that jab, whether it be a right hand, whether it be another jab, whether it be a left hook. You have to kind of against a jabber, you want to take that jab away. And Huck is not the kind of fighter that's going to counter the jab. He's not going to evade the jab. So what he has to do is he has to come in and he has to take the range away, and he has to work to the body. Huck does like to throw back after being hit. He does like to throw back and sometimes in volume or with combinations. But I think in this particular fight, I think volume is the key to winning. Volume is going to be that main key to winning this fight for Marco Huck. If he can just continue to walk forward, throw punches in volume, and take Povetkin's range away, then I think this is the fight for Huck. And the way to do it is he has to kind of step inside of that lead foot of Povetkin. He has to step inside that lead foot. He has to kind of try to find a way to back him up. He has to go to that body. He just has to land a lot of punches in volume. Volume punching is going to be the key to victory for Huck. I'm not sure where this fight is. I believe it's in Germany. But I think if he comes in, throwing a myriad of combinations and throwing in volume, I think Huck could win this fight or convince the judges to give him this fight. But overall, I think who's going to be landing the more solid punches is going to be Alexander Povetkin. Povetkin should be landing the cleaner, more solid punches, and he should be going for the knockout in this fight, definitely. And I think that, and also from what I've seen of Huck and what I've seen of Povetkin does work better in the later rounds, which leads me to believe that Marco Huck, I believe, does have a good chance of winning this fight. But I think Povetkin, with his experience and being that he's the bigger man, I think he should win this fight by knockout. He should take this one by knockout. But also, it's another case where I wouldn't be surprised if Huck wins it. But I think he should win it by knockout. I think he's going to be landing more solid shots. And I think in this fight, he wants to take a risk late in this fight and go for that knockout. Go for that late knockout. If he can move around the ring and make Huck miss and tire him out, I think just definitely he needs to go for that knockout. Either way. So I'm going to go with Alexander. I'm actually going to go with Alexander Povetkin, even though I mentioned before Huck could win this fight on the cards if this is in Germany. I want to go with Alexander Povetkin in this fight, winning the late knockout. I think he may go for it late in this fight. So anyway, peeps, I'm out of here. That was Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Ever feel kinda down and out, you don't